Ready? Let's go. 2-minute daily devo for Tuesday, November 2nd. I'm in the Contemporary English Version today, and our verse of the day comes in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33. Give a little context here before we get to our verse of the day. Jesus is talking to a group of people, and he's talking about worrying. And he's talking specifically about worrying about money and if you're going to have enough. He says, do you worry if you're going to have enough to eat or drink, or if you're going to have enough clothes to wear or whatever it is? And he compares us and he says, look at, the birds of the air. They don't have a job. They don't plant, yet God provides for them. And he says, look at the flowers of the field. They can't sew or make their own clothes, yet look how beautiful God has made them. And God says, if I take care of these, if I'm going to take care of the birds of the air and the flowers and take care of them, how much more am I going to take care of you? And he says, if you worry, what good does that do? Can you add anything to your life? Don't worry about it. God's going to take care of you. But our verse of the day, verse 6, Matthew 6, verse 33 is one of my favorite verses. And here's what it says. He says this, and this hammers this point home about if we should worry about if we're going to have enough and worry about money and all this kind of stuff, because he says this, but more than anything else, put God's work first and do what he wants. Then the other things will be yours as well. Jesus really makes sure that our priorities are correct. Are you worried about providing for yourself? Are you worried about money? Are you worried about all the other things in the world that you think are important? Or are you concerned with doing what God wants you to do first? God says, if you serve me, if you do what I've called you to do, I'll take care of you. If you put the things that I think are important in front of the things that you think are important, I'm going to provide for your needs. So I want to encourage you today, as a follower of Jesus Christ, our first concern, our first priority should not be about money and how much stuff we have and if we're going to have enough and worrying about that constantly. Our first priority should be, what is God calling me to do? What is the purpose that I have for my life? How can I reach people for Jesus Christ? How can I reach out and love others and meet their needs? And God says, if you worry about those things and the things that concern me and my kingdom, then I'll make sure that you have all that you need in all those other areas. All right? That's it, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.